So he asks me, is it worth motovlogging? It's a very, very interesting question. I don't think I've ever discussed it or talked about it. So I turn around and I tell him, well, yes, but it's something that's interesting, it's fun, it's exciting. Oh wow, that's a cloud and a half. Let me close this. So it's a question that is very unique. It's not a question I've gotten before, and so I figured I'll make this into a vlog today, because he really gave me something to think about. Is it worth motovlogging? In my opinion, yes, it's worth motovlogging. I absolutely love motovlogging. I proceeded to explain to him why I enjoy motovlogging, and there are some key points that I never really even thought about, and it just makes me enjoy it even more now that I actually said it out loud. The thing about motovlogging, guys, is I'm on my bike. I'm on a piece of this wonderful machine that is just giving me joy continuously. It hasn't failed yet, from the second I start gearing up to the moment I take everything off, it's nothing but sheer pleasure. It's relaxation. And vlogging itself is a huge part of it, for me at least, because I started doing vlogging the same time I started riding, and there's some very big benefits I never actually realized until I didn't talk to this guy. So what are those benefits? The thing about vlogging, guys, is when you vlog, be it a motovlog or anything else, you're putting yourself out there. You are kind of, you're putting yourself in a spotlight that you're not necessarily used to. And I'm not used to being in the spotlight. I'm not used to having people watch what I do. In fact, if you ask Mrs.K, she'll tell you I kind of like to be in my own zone when I do what I do. The thing about motovlogging, though, is I am in my zone, and I'm still by myself when I'm vlogging. I'm still here. I'm still just me and the bike, the road. It's this adventure, and it's still just me. I don't have an outside interference, if you will. So in a sense, I'm still doing what I've always done, but a little bit differently. Let's go down this way. I've never been this way. So the question is actually a really, really good question. I don't know how any big motovloggers ever really thought about it, but the thing about it is, if I would have motovlog, I wouldn't have actually had a chance to interact with all of you guys. Each and every one of you guys that are watching this video, there's an interaction between you and us. And that interaction, be it through comments or be it through real life where we actually meet up, it's a wonderful interaction. And I love interacting with people. I love seeing people. I love talking to people. It's something I very much enjoy. And motovlogging allowed me to do that in a way that I never actually expected it. I never really thought about it. It's very different from going out seeing your friends or Facebook or whatever you might, whatever I may have done in the past. It's a very different form of interaction, because unlike all the other things in our, when you're interacting with people, the thing about motovlogging is I go out there. Ooh, nice doggy. Hello, doggy. The thing about motovlogging is I go out there, I have something in my mind, and I just vlog. I just talk about it. And despite the fact that you guys aren't there, I know that I'm talking to you guys, because there's a good chance I may put this video up, and so I get to share my thoughts with all of you guys. What is it, 715 subscribers, I believe, is the last count, or 720, I don't know what it is now. That's a lot of people who potentially will hear or watch this content and have an opinion or have a thought about what I am saying. Now, if you look at your regular social interaction with your friends, that's not the way that works. That's a little bit different, right? Because you're going to have a group of friends, let's say 5, 10, 20, 30 people. It's very different from having, 100, 200, 300, 400, and so forth and so on. And that's only in the beginning. I mean, there's videos that have been watched, 500 times or so forth and so on. That's a lot of people that are watching your ideas or your actions, and they react to it one way or the other, be it by a comment or something that gives them an idea or something that really I love the biker wave, so interacting with you guys is probably the biggest thing that makes motovlogging worth every little bit of effort, from the moment you go out recording to the time you spend editing, to the time you spend uploading, to the time you spend responding to comments. All of these things take time, and that time is worth every tiny second of it, because you guys make it that much more special. The other point that I brought up to him is motovlogging, vlogging in general, I think, but I told him that motovlogging creates is a very interesting community to start with. So the motorcycle community is a very interesting community. Here's a guy that walks up to me at a gas station. I told him this, like, you walked up to me at a gas station to ask me about my bike. If I didn't have this bike, you wouldn't have walked up to me. If I drove up in my car, you wouldn't have walked up to me saying, look at your car. Now, hey, yes, I have a nice car, but there's lots of those cars out there, and there's a lot of these types of bikes out there. But the second people see a bike, it's a different world. It's a different approach by a lot of people. Even people who don't necessarily like bikes will come up to you and talk to you. Oh, I love this turn coming up. I could never take it a little bit quicker though, because there's always cars in this road. So I said, if I came up in my car, would you have come and talked to me? He goes, no. Well, more than likely no. So I go, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Ooh, one doggy, mad. There's a second doggy. Ooh, you're beautiful. So he looks at me and he goes, well, yes, but isn't there a lot of time that you're putting into this? I mean, I can only imagine that, there's a lot of work in having your YouTube channel and having to do all those things. And I said, yes, but the time that I'm spending doing that, I'm getting so much satisfaction out of it. I mean, first of all, recording the vlogs is satisfying because I'm on my bike. So it doesn't take a genius to figure that I'm going to enjoy this. I love working with editing. I love working with videos, pictures, and so forth and so on. So that process in itself, after the fact, is just as much fun for me as, well, not just as much fun, but actually that's not true. It is just as much fun as the vlogging itself. So yeah, I enjoy that part too, the uploading and interacting with you guys. Although it takes time, it is probably my favorite part, aside from actually being out on the bike. So is it worth motovlogging? Absolutely, it's worth motovlogging. It's worth vlogging. I don't care if it's motovlogging, it's worth vlogging. It's worth being part of a community that we all call YouTube. You guys that are watching this video right now, how many of you guys, this is not the only video you watch today, I'm sure. Why do you go there? Why do you bother to watch a video? You do it because it's interesting to you. It's something different. You get to see into another person's life, into another person's world, and you kind of get it's almost a voyeuristic look, isn't it? I mean, you peek into their life. Yes, granted they let you into it, but you have a very different view of someone else's life, and that person or persons might inspire you through an action or a sentence to make your life that much better. You know, any type of vlogging is worth it if you're willing to put the effort into it. As long as I take something out of this that makes me happy, I'm gonna keep doing this, and it's just worth doing. It's fun, it's exciting, it's an adventure, and frankly, every one of you guys I consider you guys to be friends. Yes, social friends, I guess, but friends nonetheless. Absolutely, it is worth it. You guys make my day every day. Every single time a video is uploaded and those comments come in and those views go up, and I can see, you know, for me the views, it's not about the money, guys. I'm just curious how many people's life I can change today. How many people will take my opinion or my thought and make their life better. That's the beauty about what we do. That's the beauty about motovloggers and vloggers and YouTube. I've been impacted by YouTube a great deal. I've worked harder at so many things to better myself as a person, and that is many ways thanks to YouTube. A lot of the people we follow, they've inspired us to do something specific. We ride these bikes because of YouTube, because somebody decided to go out there and motovlog. So yeah, motovlogging is absolutely worth it. Because if it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd be on this bike, guys. I don't know if I'd be able to interact with every single one of you guys as much as I do. And I am grateful for that. I really am. It makes my day. I wake up, I look at my phone, I'm curious about who left a comment, what kind of comment did they leave, what do they have to say. It's amazing, and it pushes me harder and harder every time to try and make a piece of content for you guys that is interesting not only to you but to me. So having this gentleman come up today, by the way, his name was Tim. Having this gentleman come up to me today and ask me, is motovlogging worth it? Man, if you're gonna watch this video, I'll say thank you very much for asking that question, because I never really had a chance to think about it. I don't know if it would have crossed my mind. So thanks a lot. I'm definitely grateful for you for asking that question, and I am grateful for every one of you guys who are watching this video and who are leaving comments, for every single one of you guys who are supporting this channel. Because believe it or not, it's not just the channel you're supporting. You're supporting us. You're supporting our souls. It makes us feel good. You're making us happy by watching this. The money is irrelevant, guys. I have a full-time job. My wife has a full-time job. YouTube is not about the money. It's about how it makes us feel. And you guys make us feel awesome. You really do. So thank you for that. And thank you very much, Dan, for bringing up this topic. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Keep watching, and till next time, we love ya. See ya. Bye-bye.